How's it going, everyone? And this recent PlayStation and Xbox, I guess if you want to say partnership, working together, has really shocked some people. Come on, give me a pat on the back for that one, for those of you that know the story. Give me a pat on the back for that one. I think that was pretty good. Helldivers 2 is getting an update. It's coming to Xbox, and boy oh boy, they're teasing a pretty major crossover at the end of this trailer. Kind of wild times that we're getting into. I still wouldn't push the cart before. Oh my god, the whole slate's coming to Xbox. Oh my god, Intergalactic Day 1 on Xbox. Ghost of Yote's coming to Xbox. Relax, I think PlayStation's gonna make decisions where it is beneficial to them and won't damage the integrity or perceived integrity of their brand, however, identity of their brand, however you want to define it. And I do think there is a little bit of a tightrope that you want to walk as far as being selective, but this kind of stuff makes all the sense in the world, and I'm happy that something like this is coming to fruition, and just the gravitas of all of this going on, like the idea of a PlayStation published game trailer that has a tie-in with Halo and an Xbox IP, that's kind of insane to see. Helldivers 2 has gotten a brand new trailer. Bring the boom! Helldivers 2, the trailer has dropped, and at the end of the trailer, it does tease Halo 3 ODST crossover as far as the Halo 3 ODST theme is playing, and you clearly have a tease and a crossover for that, which makes all the sense in the world. And for those of you that don't know, Orbital drop Shock Trooper, you know, that's why I said, you know, shocking. Come on, man, I need these pat on the backs more than anything in life right now. Times are tough, just give me that pat on the back. But this is kind of insane to see, in the sense that, you know, 5 years ago, if you thought of the idea that a PlayStation published game would have an update trailer be uploaded to the official PlayStation channel, and at the end there would be a crossover and tie-in tease with a Microsoft IP, and a Microsoft IP that is as emblematic as Halo, and it makes all the sense in the world to do a crossover with ODST to also bring in momentum with the Xbox release, but you're gonna do that crossover on PlayStation as well. It's almost the worst kept secret in gaming at this point that Halo is at some point gonna come to PlayStation, much like Gears of War is coming to PlayStation. But the idea of just doing game crossovers when it makes sense, especially in not only the live service market, but definitely worthwhile in the live service market. But look at what Stellar Blade has done with its Nier Automata crossover, and there's just so much you can do that would be beneficial to everybody involved. Look, Sony is bringing Helldivers 2 to Xbox. How do you juice up interest in the game that, let's be honest, Helldivers 2, while it still has a core audience, it's not like it was at launch. So even though it's coming to Xbox, some of that shine has been taken off at it at this point, and there's nothing wrong with that. The game came out a year and a half ago. That's the natural thing to happen. But how do you immediately juice up interest in the game? Doing a major crossover with a game like Halo, a Halo 3 ODST? This just makes so much sense that I'm so happy that Microsoft, PlayStation, Arrowhead, everybody involved could make something like this happen. And there's a place where crossovers make sense. I don't think, guys, that Spider-Man 3, for example, coming out day one on Xbox is gonna be happening. I don't think Wolverine, let's use that because that's definitely closer to happening. Wolverine is gonna be coming out day one on Xbox. I just think Sony is in a position where they are gonna be a little bit more selective with the games that come to a competitor platform. But the idea of Helldivers 2, look, Sony's still gonna be invested into live service. Fair game coming to Xbox right away. Maybe a Lego Horizon, games of that ilk coming to Xbox. I think that makes a lot of sense. And now that the door has been opened to crossovers like this, I mean, you could do a lot of cool stuff. Let's say down the line, the next generation of Halo, whatever it is, the next mainline Halo with a multiplayer focus comes out, and they're gonna do their cosmetics and things of that nature. What if you do, I don't know, God of War themed armor for that game? Now that you're doing something where Halo is being brought into a live service game like Helldivers 2, why couldn't you bring something like God of War themed armor for a Halo game? That would do well from a, you know, microtransaction standpoint and getting people invested into potential events that could be going on in a live service game. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that's where the partnership could be incredibly effective for a PlayStation and really opens up the floodgate to doing really cool and engaging things. And what is that word that's been a prevailing word within all of gaming? It's all about engagement. They're desperate for people to be engaged, and with a live service game, engagement is the absolute most powerful element you can have, because if you have players that are engaged into a game, those are going to be the players that are going to be invested into the game, those are the players that are going to spend money on the game, and the wheel keeps turning on those games. That's why that buzzword of engagement is thrown around so often. It's because, yes, they want you to buy games, but when it comes to a live service game, they want you to be engaged into those games because they kind of act as their own platform. Sony wants engagement into that PlayStation ecosystem, but when it comes to a live service game, you also want engagement into those games kind of in a vacuum outside of the ecosystem as well. And with Helldivers coming to Xbox, it is engagement that is being brought to PlayStation from outside of that walled garden, so to speak, that is the PlayStation 5 console. They've already done this on PC, now they're doing this on Xbox as well, and it will be interesting to see what they do in the future, because outside of MLB The Show, they haven't brought any other PlayStation published game to Xbox. They didn't even bring LEGO Horizons to Xbox, and that came out on the Nintendo Switch, so I think things have changed a little bit. I just think Sony's still in a position where they're going to be a little bit more selective as far as what games are getting ported, and I do think there's a little bit of pushing the cart before the horse as far as, guys, it's a live service game, it's not even a first-party game. I think if we're shouting from the rooftops that Spider-Man is coming to Xbox, that God of War is coming to Xbox, that Horizon is coming to Xbox, I think that's a little bit crazy at this point. Do I say it's out of the realm of possibility? No, in this landscape, I think everything is on the table. What I would say at this point is out of the realm of possibility, and it could change. A generation can change the landscape of console gaming very quickly. We've seen that before, but right now, I just don't think day one PlayStation games are going to be coming to Xbox. There are day one Xbox games that are going to be coming to PlayStation. Gears of War Reloaded, Ninja Gaiden. These games are Xbox published games, but as far as those day one games on Xbox, I don't think that's, like Lost Soul aside, that's coming out, that's not going to be on Xbox day one, and that's coming to PC day one, but I do think the game is changing a little bit for Sony, and I think ultimately the beneficiaries of this is going to be the consumer and the gamer. Look, there's a lot of people that only play on Xbox, they find a great value out of Game Pass, and now they get to play Helldivers 2, and if you're a PlayStation guy, you get this really cool crossover as well, and if you're not a Helldivers 2 guy, no sweat off your back, just go play Lost Soul aside, go play Gears that now Xbox is bringing over to PlayStation. There's a lot to be excited for in this landscape. And a lot of the times when I talk about the PlayStation and Xbox decisions, you got to remember I am talking from the lens of what is PlayStation going to do that they view as the most impactful for them and what could be most beneficial to them. In my opinion, what would be best for us? Yo, all games are on every platform day one. It's on PC, it's on Xbox, it's on Switch. I would love to see, you know, the Nintendo games on other platforms as well, and that's something I just don't think is going to happen anytime in the near future. But really cool stuff, and curious to hear from you guys. What do you think can happen in the future? How would you react if delayed PlayStation games did come to Xbox? Because I think that's something that is the closest thing to a reality, in the sense of, yes, Helldivers 2 is coming on a delay. That's a live service game, but what about a God of War? What about a Horizon? What about Lost Soul aside? Games of that ilk. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.